My folks and I would often sing and pray before us kids were put to bed and the light was switched off. And my dad would usually pray for us before all that was done. And anytime that he would, I probably slept fine. I usually wouldn't have thought anything of it. But anytime that there wasn't any prayer prayed that night, either folks were tired or who knows what, I could almost guarantee you that I would have had some sort of bad dream or a nightmare, something that would have made me run down to my parents' room in tears and have to stay with them until I was calm again. And so I couldn't have told you what it was, but something about prayer and Bible verses seemed real, like it impacted what happened around the time when I was asleep. There were psalms like, "Let the morning bring me word of your steadfast love, for I have put my trust in you." Or, "I lie down and sleep, and I wake again because you sustained me." Psalms like that, as I read on in subsequent years from being 3 or 4 years old, it stood out to me. Ones that just talked about making it through the night because God was nearby. So I underlined them. I thought those would make really good songs, but I could never quite write a song that did it, like stuck with me. Uh, Sophomore year of university, I wrote a short verse in my university dorm, and it went, "You keep me in perfect peace, whispering your love." It was that simple. I knew I didn't want more. I knew I just wanted a chorus, which I couldn't think of in the moment. Nothing I tried to write seemed fitting. A few months passed, and myself and a few other worship team members from my church were praying for one of our own who was going to be going in for a medical procedure that week. And that song came back to mind. And as I sang it over him as an encouragement, spontaneously a chorus came with it that went, "We rest in your presence, we rest in your love." And I wrote it down very quickly once we were done praying for him because I didn't want to forget it. Fast forward a year and a half, when I bought a microphone and an audio interface and was ready to try recording, that was the song I actually tried because it was simple and yet still true and not an ear sore totally. Anyway, that was how the bones of Whispering came together. And when I tried to figure out the final arrangement in August, I was thinking about a song by Andrew Peterson called Tenebrae, which takes the last 7 words that Jesus is quoted saying, and it layers them on top of each other in this tapestry of sound. And I wanted to do something similar with other psalms that spoke to that reality of God being near and giving peace. In the last 6 months, waking up in the morning has been one of the hardest parts of my day. And it was all I could pray for the longest time. God, let the morning bring me word of your steadfast love. And when I had that demo recorded, actually, I would put it on to play, because for me, it was something to help me meditate on those truths. If that's the place that your heart is in, Whispering is for you too. I'm Timothy Levin. Shalom. Let the morning bring word of your steadfast love. Let the morning bring word of your steadfast love.